Hello folks, this is Hidden Numismatist back at you again with another video on my channel. A few days ago we went through my large size foreign currency box and we did countries A through C. We did this pile, and then I said that we would come back to this box and do more letters in the alphabet as I'm putting these countries in alphabetical order. So I pulled out a fresh pile for us to go through. This is continuing after C. This is A through C. So we'll, maybe D, E, F, and G, I think is what I have. Those countries that start with those letters. So let's get started. This is Djibouti. Love Djibouti. I mean, just the African, the countries that you don't hear of every day, that are in the news and current events. Djibouti. I mean, how many notes of Djibouti have you seen, right? They're out there. It's such a cool country. Ecuador. Beautiful. Beautiful. And as I stated in my first video in this tour that we're taking together of the beautiful world, I get the banknotes that capture my eye, that have some historical importance. Why did I get this one, for example? I love the shades of the colors, the hues. Arabic, the way that the Arabic looks, it's beautiful, captivating. This is some probably very important mosque. So they don't just, put any mosque there. There's some historical relevance to the note. And many, many times the obverse and reverse complement each other. It's another one from Egypt. Beautiful. Love the ornamental and the colors again. Want to see the pyramids very, very much in Egypt. I want to go one day and take a tour. Another one of my favorites. Just again, but the sheer beauty of it. Like I said, I mean, these are notes that I personally pick, and I really do ones that really hit me, I don't just collect any banknote. One, storage is precious real estate, so you just don't want to get anything. This is so cool. This is so cool right here. This is Egypt. I mean, this is Egypt. You know what I mean? What a beautiful world. I want to see the pyramids. A few years back, we did go and we did see the Great Wall of China, Tiananmen Square, the Forbidden City, Mao's Mausoleum. We saw China. England is another wonderful part of the world that I want to see. See, this is Duke of Wellington. So he's important. So I pulled the ones that have important figures, to their nation. And local celebrities in their country are often portrayed, which I'm sure will come up now soon. Yeah, I have several Bank of Englands. I love these. I grab these. These are so cool. See, this is Charles Dickens. There you go. That's why I got it. Charles Dickens, man. Bank of England, £10. Charles Darwin. How cool is that? You just, man, they're so cool. What's this? Sir Edward Elgar. Thank you, England. I mean, you know, I've looked at these notes. You know, that's also a very cool thing. I've looked at these notes hundreds of times. I've owned many of these for many, many years. Yet when I still look at it, I'm like, that's a cool note. Adam Smith. That is so cool. I got this one maybe about a year ago. I always wanted this. And these get expensive in Ankh. People, you know, they want serious money. So thankfully, one of my local favorite dealers, World Coin Dealers, had one. And I paid a little bit over exchange. And it's in pretty darn good shape. Matthew Bolton and James Watt. You know, that's just... I'm glad I got that one. I really wanted that one. And here's Ethiopia. This is so tight. This is Haile Selassie. Very important figure in Ethiopian history. This is such a cool note. That's basically their coat of arms, you know? Fiji. Older Fiji, but 5 shillings. Yep. Very, very tight note. Now, Louis Pasteur, see? From France. Louis Pasteur. Pasteurization. That's why I got it. So I'm explaining along the way, brothers and sisters, why yours truly got the note. This is... Look at that. That's Louis Pasteur. See who this... This is just a beautiful note from France. This isn't any important figure, just a worker. Beautiful. Other important people in France are coming up. See, this Voltaire. I wrote to Voltaire so I could remember. Look how vivid, how colorful. You know, that's the beauty. Hector Berlioz, classical music. There you go. Tight. That's so cool. France, I got a lot of France because, you know, they're beautiful notes. They're historical and contain the important figures that, you know, you mention their name and everybody will, in any part of the globe, will know Louis Pasteur, you know. World celebrities, if you will. Debussy, Claude Debussy, another classical music composer. Beautiful. Man. Thank you, France. We thank the Bank of England. And those of you that do world currency, like me, when you build your collections, what do you look for in pieces? Paul Cézanne. That's why I got that one. Are you like me? Or you like the history, the images, the monuments to important people for that nation? Gustav Eiffel. The man who designed the Eiffel Tower. You know what I'm saying? Look. The imagery. That's why I got that. That is so cool. And then who's this? I should have written it, but very important. It'll come to me. Yeah. That is so cool. I don't want to take forever, brothers and sisters, so please pause. You can pause. You know that, but just to remind you, you can always pause to enjoy the beautiful note. And this is Victor Hugo. Victor Hugo. Hello. Yeah, there you go. How can you not get that when you see it at a show? Now this is tight. This is French Antilles. No date, 64, 10 francs, and that's the pick number. And what did the dealer, other information that they wrote there? Yep. French Indochina. Very desirable part of the world to get coins and paper money from. Yeah, I have very few French Indochina in my collection. French West Africa. Hello. How cool is that? Now we're doing Germany. And I wrote on the obver, I'm describing the obverse here. And this is the reverse. And I describe that here so I can enjoy it. Especially if there's a sub-variety in pick. And why it is different than I always like to write. Gibraltar. I always like to write, you know, why it is different or unique than the average one that you find. Where more were printed, but on that one it was fewer printed. I think that's the only one from Gibraltar. Greece. This is tight. Love Greece. We're almost done. In older Greece. And I put them in denominational order and then followed immediately by year. So the smaller denoms will be in the front. And as you work through the years, if I have two, if I were to have two 1,000 drachmas, the older one would go in the front. Yeah, obviously. So that's how I keep them in an order. Greece is another very, very important country. So much history in Greece, you know. Beautiful. Three more brothers and sisters. Yeah. This one I got just within the last 10 days at our local coin show, monthly coin show. Very, very important figure. In this church, there's a relationship between the two, between this gentleman and this church. They didn't just throw in any church, you know what I'm saying? The history of this ties to this gentleman. So it's like a commemorative, if you will. But they don't say, Greece is not saying that this is a commemorative. Oh, here it is. Oh, okay. Just Greece 5,000, drachma 1984, and the pick number. Sometimes I write the name. We saw with France, right? And this is it. This is where we end with Guinea. So Guinea is the last country. So we did D, E, F, right? And G. Guinea's my only one from Guinea. And then later on, we'll do another group of letters in the beautiful world. So, wanted to bring this continuation to you folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Like I said, if you do world currency, what do you look for? What appeals to your taste? And until next time, I thank you again for watching. Until next time, be kind to each other. Take care of each other. And most importantly, may God bless you all. Bye-bye.